Edward is a traditional murder ballad existing in several variants. In English its versions were collected by Francis James Child as Child Ballad No. 13. The Roud number is 200. Synopsis: a mother questions her son about the blood on his sword. He puts her off with claims that it is his hawk or his horse in some combination, but finally admits that it is his brother, or his father, whom he has killed. He declares that he is leaving and will never return, and various creatures will have to fare without him. His mother then asks what she will get from his departure. He answers a curse from hell, and implicates his mother in the murder. Parallels: this ballad may not be complete in itself. Large portions of the ballad are also found in the longer ballads, the T.W.A. Brothers, and Lizzie I. Parallels in other languages. This ballad type also was found in Northern Europe, where it is often known under Svenderosenskord or a similar name. Its general Scandinavian classification is TSBD 320, and it is known in Danish, Icelandic, Norwegian, and Swedish. In the Scandinavian versions, the stress is more on the gradual divulgence of the fact that the son will never return home to his mother. Irish versions. Versions collected orally in Ireland are usually named What Put the Blood, or similar. The version sung by County Fermanagh traditional singer Paddy Tunney is on his Folk Legacy CD The Man of Songs. He called it What Put the Blood on Your Right Shoulder, Son. Ellen Connors of County Wexford called it What Brought the Blood. The versions collected from traveller John Riley in the 1960s in Boyle, County Roscommon became very popular in Ireland, as they were recorded by folk singers of the day. There are recordings by Christy Moore, the Johnstons, Karen Casey, Al O'Donnell and others. Percy's Edward. The authenticity of one popular version of this ballad has been called into question. This version originally appeared in print in Bishop Percy's 1765 edition of Relics of Ancient English Poetry. Percy reported that he received the Scottish ballad from Sir David Dalrymple, who said he heard it from an unnamed lady. This version appears inauthentic because it seems, in short, too good. It makes exceptional use of literary devices for maximum impact. Moreover, unlike most other versions, the father is the victim rather than the brother, and the mother receives a curse at the end. There is also little evidence that this version was disseminated orally. It seems to have appeared most often in print form. Adaptations. Johannes Brahms was inspired by Percy's version of Edward twice in his ballades, in Opus 10 and Opus 75. No. 1. Carl Loewe set a German translation of Percy's version to music in his Op. 1, No. 1. This translation was also set to music by Franz Schubert in his D923. Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky used a translation by Alexei Konstantinovich Tolstoy in his Six Duets with Piano Accompaniment Op. 46, No. 2. Nick Jones recorded a version of Edward on his 1971 album Nick Jones. Steely Span recorded a version of Edward, arranged in their question and answer format by Bob Johnson on the 1986 album Back in Line. Amps for Christ recorded a version on the 1999 album Circuits. James Yorkston recorded a version on his 2004 album Just Beyond the River. Sam Merton recorded a version on his 2010 album I See the Sign. Oyster Band recorded a version called Son David on Ragged Kingdom, the 2011 collaboration with June Tabor. Lynched recorded a version called What Put the Blood on the 2014 album Cold Old Fire. Terence Zdunich and Sar Hendelman recorded a version of Edward on the 2016 American Murder Song album Dawn.